And we need to go back. When I'm talking about way back. And when I go back, I think of David.
Yes.
1 Samuel chapter 17. David was in his father's will, doing what his father told him to do.
Yes.
All he had to do was take food into his brothers. But upon doing that, David ran into a giant.
Yes.
All he was doing was his father's will. But he ran into a giant. And he began to question this huge Philistine giant. There are two things in this that remind me so much of Dr. Smith and Honey. When he began to question his older brother, he had three brothers fighting, his older brother Eliab began to criticize him and tell him to go back and mind their sheep.
Yes.
David did something. He wasn't rude, disrespectful, or condescending. He just said, "Is there not a cause?" And he turned.
Yes.
He turned. Where would Israel have been if David didn't say, "Is there not a cause?" And he turned.
All right. That's it.
That giant was destroying and threatening the people of God for 40 days, and Eliab did nothing. Isn't it funny how people do nothing as soon as you come up to fight a giant, that spirit of Eliab, and say, "Go back to the sheep." And so when I think of Dr. Smith and Honey, 40 plus years ago when they decided to start this work. Now, the man of God had been on street ministry 3 years, evangelizing for 12 years. That's 15 years. He got saved at 23, so he was 38, close to 40 when he started a church. Do you know the spirit of Eliab came and told the man of God, "You're too old to start this work now."
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Is that not a call?
Yes.
Understand now, when all these young people begin to get saved, all these young people that were demonic possessed and begin to get saved, they was already hurting. What it mean to them? They was already hurting.
That's right.
Is there not a cause? Anyone could have dealt with that hurt, but they did not deal with it. But Dr. Smith began to run a revival. Honey said, "We got to put them somewhere.
Yeah.
We couldn't let them go back. Is there not a cause?"
That's
and so when the church began to complain about what they was doing, they were not disrespectful. They were not rude. They were not condescending. They simply turned. You have to turn your back toward Eliab. When God says He's going to bless you and people don't believe it, you got to know how to.
That's all right.
When God sends you to college and people say you're not smart enough to go to college, He's only Eliab. You got to turn. Now, why I get excited about this? Because see, when I came in here, I was shaken up, I was lost, I was confused. There was some sanctified folk who were already shut up. You just have to make up your mind. Because you're young. But when I came in after starting word, the Bible said that I just didn't care how young I was.
That's right.
He just told me
what you had on.
And because he told me the truth that it was wrong, I turned. For every action, there is a reaction. What would you be if Dr. Smith and Honey had decided to turn? You that was on drugs, where would you be if they had decided to turn? You whose marriage was broken up, busted, where would you be if they did not decide to turn? Is there anybody in whose life has been changed simply because they turned? Amen. I remember when testimony service was going on and how God was saving Sister Lena.
Yeah.
Praying with her. God was getting ready to fill her. They're coming to church and going to wreak havoc.
That's right.
But the Spirit of God was in here. Anybody in here who turned and God turned in the rainbow? Where would you be if the man of God and the woman of God refused to listen to Eliab? And you better know it and take it to the bank.
That's right.
In every one of our lives, every time you try to conquer a time. Somebody say, "Are you sure you want to marry me? Are you sure you want to do that?" You just got to look at folk and just have to be able to. I'm glad this morning because Dr. Smith and Honey turned.
Yes, Lord.
When I came here, I was able to
turn.